Hi. So today I want to talk about one of the problems with schools today is that they're not teaching enough. The information that they're teaching in schools, the curriculums, um, they don't emphasize enough applying knowledge to real life situations or applying to jobs. A lot of the material you learn is not applicable to anything in real life, and even if it is, it's not taught even in schools how it is. So a lot of students are taking a lot of courses. Once they get past high school, they go to college. They could get a graduate degree. They can learn a lot of material about programming, learn all about finance, learn about statistics, learn calculus. Now, if you take liberal arts courses, you can learn, read Shakespeare, English, art, paintings, music theory, and all these things. But once you're past the college age and you're an adult already, and you're gonna have your own apartment, you might get married. How is this stuff gonna help you? How are you gonna use all the knowledge of all these paintings, statistical formulas, calculus? What are you gonna do with this? I mean, honestly, a lot of this material is only gonna be useful if you're gonna have a job, like as an engineer, when you have to know about physics and know about some calculus, but only for like a few people who are going to be going to that career. But a lot of students are learning all this knowledge in the high school. They teach them economic courses, but where are you really going to learn? There's a lot of things that are important to know that's not being taught in schools, that when they're spending a lot of time teaching all this information. The truth is, the information they teach in schools is not the best information there is to know. It's probably the harder information to know. Things that require maybe a specialized person to teach. And a lot of the stuff in school also is more complicated, so a lot of people on their own wouldn't want to study the stuff. So, because it's a little more complicated, only if the schools are forcing them to learn it, people would actually go into it. So it's not that this stuff is so important, it's more that that people on their own wouldn't study this because it's more complicated. But that doesn't mean it's more important. I mean, there are things that are less important, but should be taught in schools. Because, it's more possible a person might be motivated to learn that. Like, let's say, for instance, studying nutrition. Nutrition, in my opinion, is very important. More important than, like, I don't know, sociology or something. But sociology is usually taught at most colleges. It's a required course. I don't know if nutrition and studying like all the different vitamins that's not required, but honestly that's more important. Everyone is going to at some point going to have to learn how to eat a healthy diet to be a fit person, be healthy. When you're older you have to shop yourself, you have to decide what foods to buy. Everyone eats. That's important. I guess it's more possible you could study up nutrition yourself than it is to become a sociologist and study all the different cultures. That's maybe a little more harder to do. But so what? So, I mean, if a person doesn't know sociology, instead knows nutrition and knows that better, so it's better. There are other things to know, like when it comes to all types of things, like buying a car, what type of car to buy. Is it better to lease a car? Maybe how long to lease it for? All types of financial decisions you're going to have to make in life. Or all types of moral decisions. When to get married, how many friends should you have? All types of things that are not explained. People will, graduate college and have no idea. Honestly, they don't even know how to get a job. When I graduated college, I had no clue what a job even was or what careers are available. I was just taught all this information on economics and unemployment rates. And I didn't even know what jobs they have for these things, or if there are jobs, or I didn't even know. There should be courses in college, honestly, where they prepare you for jobs, where they teach you about careers, and they have all types of, it teach you all the different types of jobs out there. Honestly, what's very important, in my opinion, in terms of getting a job is knowing about what jobs are available, knowing all about the different types of engineering positions, medical jobs that are available to you, knowing about all these positions, statistics, and also not just knowing what's available, but actually knowing what these actual jobs are like in real life, to knowing if it's actually for you or not. This is very important. If someone is like very good mathematically, to know what engineering jobs are like, what a medical job is like, so he could know if it's for him, what to go into. That's more important than learning psychology, some random statistics, psychology. I mean, what are you going to do with that? Like the school should be more organized to help prepare a person for today's society and how to make it living, to be more successful. School is taught right now is too much on just how to be very knowledgeable and have your brain be able to think in many ways, and how to know things that a regular person might not actually study because they went to school and had some experts teach them all this information. It just makes them more educated, but it's not necessarily making them more successful, which that's what school should. Okay, thank you. Bye.